Let's go on a field trip. Field trip.
Road trip. Road trip.
Let's go on a field trip to Games Workshop. Hey, what's up? It's KG back again with some more Warhammer. I woke up this morning and said, I wonder, where is the nearest Games Workshop to me? Mind you, I'm new to Warhammer, and the only time I've ever really seen it is in GameStop growing up. But due to the community, I learned that there are shops that specialize in nothing but Warhammer. And I decided to look it up. Kind of find out I'm like 5 miles away from one. Wow. So I decided to take a road trip today. I don't even know if this is something that would be free for everyone, but hey, he gave it to me free. This is the Black Library Celebration 2021. Now, you know I couldn't go to the shop without picking up something. I don't know, I just picked up the Imperial Infantryman's Handbook. Haven't opened it, but I can already tell I'm gonna have fun reading this. Right on the back, it says, warning, this documentation must not fall into enemy hands. Failure to ensure this document's safekeeping carries the penalty of death. Failure to produce this document at a superior officer's request at any time carries the penalty of death. By order of the Department of Munitorium. Yeah, sounds scary and official. Anyway, let's get back into if the Emperor had text-to-speech. And I want to send a special shout out to Fawn Kirby, who reminded me, yeah, you're right, I did cut off the last few seconds of episode 5 of the Emperor text-to-speech, and I truly apologize to everybody for that. He also pointed out that some of the stuff at the very end of the videos gives context to the whole big story. So I watched it, but I can't really go back and put that part at the end of episodes that have been uploaded. So my apologies to everybody. Anyway, let's get into the video. All right, y'all.
I suppose it's time to go do something completely inexplicable again.
Who is that, y'all?
Hello there, old friend. Ecclesiarchus. I haven't seen you since a little argument on Salem Proctor.
Who is it?
You wouldn't know I'm treating that preacher like you did.
Is that a goat sitting on a chair?
I have every right, Decius. I'm a Lord Inquisitor for Terra's sake. If I suspect someone of heresy, I will take them away and torture them until they give me an answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy. That's a toilet, I think. I need to poo.
He saved his entire world.
I told you it looked like he needed to use the bathroom.
Defying the heathens who control it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet who lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheum in here. Anyone got some steak?
We had lunch steak last Tuesday, you old shit!
Prometheum tastes better than flesh, you said to you.
Not right. Really?
I have no clue what's going on right now.
This executed was the taint of chaos, not discovered amongst his followers.
We could have known if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos. Ecclesiarch. And that is why I have come here as the Inquisition's own representative.
My nostrils itch something fierce. Where's old Notchfinger?
It's on Towerhead's head, you butt.
What's today?
What are you jabbering on about now? Why have you come here, Karamazov?
I and almost every other Inquisitor in the galaxy have received a message from Terra telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However, it's clear that the Emperor of Mankind himself wrote it. Is blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic hiding somewhere here on this very planet.
Being such a deluded fool, you do have a point.
Good. Seems like that habit of yours is at least allowing enough blood to flow from your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
So what is your purpose here exactly, Theodore? What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger I had before I replaced it with an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
What are those days?
So, yeah, all in all, Tyranids from another galaxy and have come here for the sole purpose.
I'm sorry if I'm not reacting. I feel like if I say something, I'm going to miss something.
Everything that is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer. They are honestly pretty damn scary. I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say there have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved?
Yes, indeed. The first, second, and third Tyrannic War. As I said, the most notable must have been the first Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy. They completely stripped the planet Tyrant of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during this war they destroyed the Ultramarines, devoured their entire first company, and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived. How in the name of Leman Ross's overinflated ego did that happen?
Well, yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macragge, but the 2 main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnius Calgar.
Papa Smurf?
Yeah. Papa Smurf and the Swarm, and the event that ended the battle in decisive Imperial victory. What the fuck is a Smurf anyway?
I can already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment. Tell me what happened.
Well, Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle of 2 independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong for him, resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible! The Ultramarines always triumph! Have at you, foul seed of scum! Call it a draw!
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another High Fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to Macragge. Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion of their already grievous losses, the Oligarch of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it. Wow! Continue with the story. It makes my bones rattle with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
Well, long story short, after being fixed up a bit, Marnid Papa Smurf went to command the orbital battle over Macragge, but was led into a trap at the ringed world of Sersky. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts. This is dumber than those oiled-up fucking strippers I call companions.
The Emperor-class battleship Dominus Astra valiantly charged into the heart of High Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion. Victory at Sersky spells the beat of High Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid at the moment. Remind me
The
again.
fuck?
Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
That was worse than a Five Nights at Freddy jump scare, man.
Yarg, you play with fire, and sometimes you get burned. Yarg, you win some, you lose some.
The hell are they doing?
It has declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf, instead of just calling back his fleets to a more advantageous position in, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
This is getting me harder than Terminator armor!
I probably should mention time losses.
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
Oh my.
Anyway, avoiding the subject of the
Oh
Ultramarines
my.
further, these Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating. How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony. Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off of this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord. The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
Fucking automaton. So anyway, these Tyranids come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships and chomp the fuck out of everything they see. Yes?
Correct, my lord.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry, and that they are countless in number. Right.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with the beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
I'm sorry, my lord, but bug spray? What is that?
Sorry, I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the dark age of technology.
Well, my lord, if it's a biochemical weapon you're referring to, I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
That is quite a fucking pickle. Is there anything that works against them?
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins the target's organs from inside and out. It is used in Hellfire rounds, and it works fairly well against anything that's made up of flesh, but since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why haven't any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can with a constant stream of oxygen, promethium, and this Hellfire compound, and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranids' organic fleet while still in space?
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Sigh. Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you custodies to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
Fucking automaton.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
So we're talking about those sleepy Solistan skeletons now. Do tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, well, at least they aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I, think.
Okay, let's get into the next episode.
This is definitely it. The Crimson Path, the center point of the Oriole subsector. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness. Now I would act really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool. So I don't think I can. But, well, I suppose one squeal might not harm anything.
What the hell are we watching right now? Who the hell is this guy?
I'm really glad that I just monologued to myself and not actually talk to anyone else. Because if someone had heard that, I would be seriously fucked.
To tell the truth, I don't even know what he said, but he's so weird I don't think I wanted to listen either. Hopefully I didn't miss anything.
Seriously going to go through with this? Search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message?
No household shall be left unchecked, and no person shall go unquestioned.
Well, if you say so. It's not like you care much for your reputation anyway.
Wait. What are you dusty butt cheeks doing now?
Fabricated hero has malfunctioned. Self-destruct initiated.
Well, I hope
Oh my god. I already know I'm still in that sound bite right there. That was hilarious.
you realize that Terra is the most densely populated and overbuilt planet in the Imperium. It'll take decades.
But at the same time, is he serious about going to Terra, to every household, to find out who said that? That's crazy. That's like me, knocking on every household in the world right now, all 7 trillion or whatever.
Gets to interrogate every single individual on this planet.
Do not doubt us. This is what we are the best at. We will scan the entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking illegal!
Yes, it does. It's totally illegal.
My colon just... Oh. I better know.
Big Goji Vandar never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terra again.
All that radioactive hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really damn hard, but I guess you don't realize since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Well, your hat was a piece.
Shut it, you old trash bags.
Well, while I wait for your state director to calm itself, I shall start this sentence.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore.
He says, Sphincter 8.
Shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspects, at least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
Yes, I am fully aware. You have my promise. Soldiers, the search has begun. But take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
Damn.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necrons still pose a major threat. Just because the Blood Angels teamed up with them at once doesn't mean they're the Imperium's allies or anything. Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a custodes.
Alright, I forgot. But anyway, what was I? Oh yes! So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Voltarians together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone. Anyway, I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality nor care for anything. What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terror, swat away the pyramids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods to the Catan.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a soulless skeleton robot. That, and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes. It reminds me of that hollow that I watched a few millennia back.
Now they're more like... well, their goals are still essentially the same.
Terminator reference.
Apparently the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces a long time ago, and the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been reported to have actual personalities and even feelings. Oh, and Briars apparently are not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to. They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
Well, how does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
It feels fantastic not being on the same impotent level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it in that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Alpha Marines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Vostroyan Roulette, fourth-dimensional hypercube chess strip poker with me, Zinch, and Chego Rav in the webway a few millennia ago. Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
I thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomica.
I'm the motherfucking Emperor. I'm allowed a day off once in a while. Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far I have to say that I'm not impressed. These Necrons do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to tell you that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Good luck with that.
You see, during year 912, the Necron Lords of the two Mod Bosses got really mad because Necrons of another empire started to expand in his territory. In response to this, the Necron Lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space vessel called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed its path. Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of Space Marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet was sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
All these forces attacked
Oh my god. Oh, sorry.
the World Engine at the same time, but apparently a very strong void
I want
ship
one
was
too.
surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
So now, here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as the Astral Knights.
I never made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord. You wouldn't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the Battle Barge Tempestus, straight into the World Engine's void shield.
Fucking damn it. Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the World Engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside. The battle continued inside the World Engine for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best. But not before their leader, Arm Torara, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the Voyager was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well, slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the World Engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanicus while the Battle Barge Tempestus was salvaged, and set up as a monument with an Imperial shrine in it, holding statues of the 772 astronauts that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the World Engine.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the Astral Knights now. They were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around. Nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Yeah, right.
Right. Whatever you say, my lord.
Also, on the previous subject matter, I have to say that I kind of like that one Necron that you mentioned. Trashy the Incontinent or something.
You mean Trace in the Infinite, my lord?
That's what I said, you tube of fucking custard. Anyway, even if he is an alien fiend, I cannot deny that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his two world assailants. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious. At some point, we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
I think.
Yeah, let's send some Marines just to steal all his shit. I like the Emperor. He's cool.
I know a group of space marines capable of just that.
Do you now? Do tell.
Well...
Holy Inquisition. Stop right there.
We are here to interrogate you with a certain message.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this?
Of course we are. Haven't you heard from the High Lord?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
Would you look at that? Some unfashionable trash running around harassing civilians here on Holy Terra. You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots.
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to do this?
Yes, please. Aren't you supposed to stay in the Imperial Palace? Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for is what you Inquisitors are doing here, burning Terra and harassing its citizens.
We are here because of a message supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic, and we are going to find it.
Fools. The message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
He is the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place. So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You darn goof! That is impossible!
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive on board, we would know.
You heretics! The Custodes are heretics! Let's get back to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Oh, I doubt they would just leave like that. There would be a fight in the middle of the freaking street if that was to actually happen.
Fucking Grox-ass Inquisitors.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We will get into episode 10 tomorrow. I am laughing my butt off, as you could probably see at this, and I'm actually learning a lot as well. I mean, I guess I don't know how canon it is, but hey, I'm going to remember it, and if it is slightly true, then I've gained knowledge. Yes, knowledge. Anyway, you could have been anywhere watching anything, but you were here with me, so I thank you. Till next time, I'm KHG. Peace.
What are you dusty my cheeks doing now?
We should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
You need help.